it's time to order Broncos. What's up folks, Ethan here at Hunt Ford in Franklin, Kentucky, and it is finally time to order a 2024 Bronco. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna talk about the things that you need to know before you order a 2024. We're gonna go over all of the different model changes, as well as we're gonna talk a little bit about the timeline to look forward to if you're going to be ordering. As always, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so down below and hit that notification bell. We have got a lot of videos coming out, especially talking about the new 2024 model year and what to expect for these Broncos. We haven't really gotten a chance to dive through our order guides just yet, but we are going to be taking a closer look at some of the big changes that you're going to need to know about. First things first, the base Bronco is no longer a thing. Ford killed the base level on the Bronco series. So we used to talk about the base Sasquatch being the best value off-road vehicle in the market. It's not even an option any longer. The Big Bend is now going to be your entry-level Bronco, and that's actually going to have a lot of big changes as well. First things first on the Big Bend is the 12-inch screen is now the standard option for the entire Bronco series. You actually had to upgrade into the 12-inch screen on a lot of the different models, and that's not going to be required anymore. This actually seems like a response to Jeep announcing the 2024 Wrangler with a standard 12.3-inch screen, which we have talked about on our channel here because we have a sister store that covers the CDJR products. If you're interested in that, we'll link it down in the description below. But while we're talking about Broncos, the Big Bend now has that screen standard, as well as the standard seating option is going to be the marine grade vinyl. We were actually excited to see this because a lot of people really liked the look and feel of the marine grade vinyl from the Black Diamond, and we're excited to see it make its way into the rest of the lineup. So this is actually going to be your standard seating option for the Bronco. And finally, Ford completely removed the ability to get the 2.7 liter V6 inside a Big Bend. If you're going to want to get that, you're going to have to jump up in trim level. But the cost increase for the 24 model year, just as a base price, is only about $250 more for a two-door Bronco, and a four-door Bronco is only going to cost about $550 more. So not too much for a really big change. All right, so let's talk about Black Diamond. Black Diamond Broncos have a few different upgrades. First things first, Ford's getting rid of the Steelies, which I'm kind of sad about. I really like the steel wheels that were offered on the Bronco. It was a really unique finish that I felt like made the Black Diamond stand out, but they're going to go with the standard 17-inch high gloss black wheels. Now, because you do get an additional 12-inch screen with that extra wheel, there's going to be about a $1,200-ish increase to the overall cost of the Black Diamond. If you're looking at ordering an Outer Banks, I've got good news for you. There is no additional cost for the 2024 model year. Bad news is you can no longer get a two-door. You're only going to be able to get a four-door Outer Banks model, and they got rid of the cloth seating, so now you're only going to have leather standard. And in an effort to reduce a lot of the order complexity for us dealers, they combined the high-end Luxe package, so that extra bit of features for the Outer Banks is going to be in one additional package rather than having two additional packages. All right, it's time to talk about Badlands. The Badlands model is now going to have the heavy-duty modular bumper completely standard. This is a great upgrade that's going to allow a lot of versatility, especially for aftermarket add-ons, that you can now have a little bit more of a fit and finish specifically tailored for off-road. Here at Hunt Ford, we're big fans of the standard off-road wheels for the Badlands, but they are no longer going to have a beadlock capable option for the 33-inch tires. If you need to get beadlock wheels, you're going to have to jump up into the Sasquatch. If you're going to get a Badlands with the 2.3, you're no longer going to be able to get it with a 10-speed transmission. So you're automatically going to be pushed back into the manual transmission with a 2.3 liter four-cylinder. Now, the Badlands did increase in cost by about $2,000. That's going to cover the cost of that heavy-duty modular bumper. Wildtrak is also going to get that heavy-duty modular bumper standard, and there is no more mid-package, so you get that 12-inch screen standard on a Wildtrak as well. A lot of people didn't actually order mid-packages on the Wildtrak, so I think Ford just went ahead and made it standard for those as well. They did make a few changes to both the Wildtrak and the Badlands to give you a robust steering gear, and that's just going to help out with a little bit more of the off-road capabilities that you'll need for that model. And big fans of that leather seating option with the vinyl trim on the Wildtrak. That's now going to be the standard option for those as well. So we've covered some of the basic options on the different trim levels. What about these special editions? On the Bronco Raptor, you are going to have the Luxe package now standard. This is going to make a price increase of about $3,700, but you also have the addition of the color matched fender flares. That's going to be a big, real improvement on the total looks of the Bronco Raptor. I think a lot of people are going to be excited about how it looks, as well as we're real excited to see the Shelter Green, which is kind of like a Kodiak brown style color, where it's really, really deep colors that are going to be reflected in a lot of the metallic flake. The Everglades isn't going to change that much. There's going to be really just an add-on in terms of the slide-out tailgate in the back. Again, the rest of the lineup gets these Ford streaming services with the 12-inch screen. That's going to be also added to the Everglades, but it's not going to change the screen because it already had a 12-inch. Heritage models. Again, we've not seen any of these in person just yet. We got a couple on the way, but for 2024, you're going to get the slide-out tailgate standard on the 4-door option, and again, you get a standard 12-inch screen with Ford streaming services and a couple of improved touches here and there. This is going to equate to about a $1,200 price increase overall. In terms of Heritage Limited Edition, it's only going to increase in price by about $600, with the major change being the slide-out tailgate on the 4-door option. So that's the major changes for all of the different trims on the Ford Bronco lineup. Which one are you most excited to see? Let us know down in the comments below. So obviously the big question is going to be timeline. How long is it going to take from when I order my Bronco to actually get built? So here's what we know so far. Obviously, as of right now, today is August 15th. This is actually the day before, when we are shooting this, the day before order banks have actually opened. We're going to post this on August 16th, the day that order banks open. So if you order on the first day, you're going to be put into the system before they start scheduling. We're hoping and expecting to see Ford probably start scheduling anywhere from late September, probably the last week of September, maybe even to early October. That's the best guess that we have as of right now. Then we're going to start seeing some of the production start happening probably around middle of October, maybe late October. They still have to finish out the 2023 model year, and they're going to have some of those rolling through the last part of October, so you'll probably start to see production start around that same time. So here at Hunt Ford, we're pretty optimistic, but we do try to stay realistic, so we're telling our customers anywhere from around the early part of December to around Christmas is when you're going to start seeing some of these Broncos hitting the lots. Now obviously this is going to be very dependent on your build, but what Ford is doing is that they reduced a lot of the complexity from the different models, which should help the production actually be a little bit smoother because there's not as many different models that they have to produce. A lot of these will have a lot more similar components than we are used to, so a lot of these constraints that have happened in the past aren't going to be as big of a deal for this 2024 model year. As always, we will see what happens. Hopefully, some of these issues have been addressed and you will see these builds start coming out a little bit quicker than we are used to. Of course, let us know what you think about this down in the comments below. We'd love to hear your thoughts and we would love to answer any questions if you have them. We'll link our next video, which is going to be a Bronco Raptor that we actually got on the lot not too long ago. So we will link that down in the description as well once we get it posted in the next coming days. As always, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so down below and hit that notification bell. We're going to be talking a lot more about the 2024 models, as well as once we start getting some in, we're going to cover all of the different changes from both the new 24 Bronco, as well as we're starting to get the updates for our 24 Mustangs, so you're just not going to want to miss them. Well, that's about all we've got for you today, folks. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you later.